Let's turn to this now. A little battle on employment equity regulations is looming this after the DA and rights groups accuse the Department of Employment and Labour of trying to sideline coloured and Indian workers. The ANC and Cosatu dismissed the claim, saying the official opposition is misrepresenting the proposals. The department published the regulations for comment after the president signed into law the Employment Equity Amendment of 2020 last month. Newzroom Afrika's Govan Whittles takes a look.
The DA says it's appalled at the proposed regulations that specify targets for race groups in the workplace, and it's warning about the potential consequences.
We think they're going to have disastrous economic consequences. What happens when you give the minister a series of powers that are essentially incompatible with the principles of a free market economy? You are going to scare away investors, you are going to strangle economic growth, and ultimately you are going to see more job losses taking place.
Rights groups Sakaliga and Solidarity have already warned they will challenge the Employment Equity Amendment Act in court, which they believe discriminates on the basis of race. But the ANC and Cosatu hold a different view.
We do support them. We believe that they are going to take us forward because there's been a lack of appetite to comply. In fact, many employers at some point were starting to question whether is it still necessary to have discussions of employment equity.
They believe the DA's opposition to the regulations misrepresents what it hopes to achieve.
This addresses the issues, if you remember, a couple of years ago, especially in Western Cape. There were discussions where the then DG of Labour, Jimmy Mani, was involved in conversations that there's 80% black people, so that 80% should continue to be a standard that is applicable all across. That will easily be addressed by the sub-regional dynamics, because in Western Cape, for an example, coloured community comprises of 50%, which means in those zones or areas, that issue resolves itself.
The ANC says the DA's challenge to the proposals is crude race politics, which has no place in South African society. The Department of Labour says it welcomes any legal challenge which would strengthen the legislation. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Govan Whittles in Johannesburg.